today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 2 of the NFL. Robbie Gould.
The first game's out of the way. Time. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On the return.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Second.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 31-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The numbers for Davis last week, 6 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up third. They'll
try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Trent Taylor. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Robbie Gould to kick
Each
off.
team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ballantyne to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Tackled by Quan Alexander.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
on 2nd down, Mostert. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Marcus May. It's a gain of a yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Mostert fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Williams on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough to start out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now James returning. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
George Kittle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw here. Completion here to Claypool. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Matthew Stafford has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To Trent Taylor. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Ty Johnson, the ball
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Jimmy Ward. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
17 yards.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Raheem Mostert.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. The 20, and now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Back to throw.
3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The New York set to take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of sack.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The sack occurred in the end zone. Result of the play.
Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. The Niners set to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 36-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49ers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tyler Croft. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's James.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 15 yards there for number 15. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.